Good morning, welcome to a timely and comprehensive update on the latest developments in China's economy. Today is Thursday, September 26, 2024, Eastern Standard Time. What happened in China last night? Thank you for tuning in to China Finance Morning News. Let's start this beautiful morning as Panda Finance brings you today's headlines. Here are the top financial news stories from China this morning. On September 26, the Political Bureau of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of China held a high-level meeting addressing the country's current economic challenges. This significant gathering issued several unusual stimulus signals for the first time, outlining specific targets for stimulating the real estate sector, capital markets, and monetary policy. On September 26, the Shanghai Composite Index closed up 3.61%, reclaiming the 3,000-point threshold. The ChiNext Index rose 4.42%, while the Shenzhen Component Index increased by 4.44%. The People's Bank of China has lowered the one-year medium-term lending facility (MLF) rate from 2.3% to 2.0%. The China Securities Regulatory Commission has released an administrative penalty decision against Xia Haijun, the former vice chairman and president of China Evergrande Group. The South Korean government has decided to urgently import Chinese cabbage. In August, China's domestic smartphone shipments reached 24.047 million units, a year-on-year increase of 26.7%. The Huawei Mate 70 series has entered mass production, with a planned launch in November. Daily usage of Baidu's Wenxin large model has exceeded 700 million calls. The average price of domestic flight tickets during the National Day holiday has risen by 35% compared to the Mid-Autumn Festival. The Chinese Football Association has mandated that all clubs must resolve outstanding salary and debt issues by the end of the year. Here are the details. On September 26, the Political Bureau of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of China convened a high-level meeting to address the country's economic challenges, marking the first time it issued several unusual stimulus signals. Key measures include 1. Reducing the reserve requirement ratio and implementing substantial interest rate cuts. 2. The goal is to promote stabilization in the real estate market, marking the first time in recent years that senior officials have called for halting the decline in housing prices. Measures include strict control over new residential construction, optimizing existing inventory, improving quality, increasing loan support for whitelist projects, and revitalizing idle land. 3. Adjusting housing purchase restrictions and lowering existing mortgage rates, while expediting improvements to policies related to land use, taxation, and finance to foster a new development model for real estate. 4. Making efforts to boost the capital markets by actively guiding medium and long-term funds into the market, addressing barriers for Social Security, insurance, and wealth management funds. Support will also be provided for mergers and acquisitions among listed companies, gradual reforms of public funds, and the development of policies to protect small and medium-sized investors. According to the latest AI news update, as of 3 p.m. Beijing time on September 26, the Shanghai Composite Index closed up 104.64 points, or 3.61%, finishing at 3,000.95 points with a trading volume of 524.67 billion yuan. The Shenzhen Component Index rose by 378.92 points, or 4.44%, closing at 8,916.65 points, with a trading volume of 637.77 billion yuan. The ChiNext Index increased by 72.6 points, or 4.42%, ending at 1,714.14 points, with a trading volume of 270.72 billion yuan. The CSI 300 Index closed up 143.79 points, or 4.23%, at 3,545.32 points, with a trading volume of 373.98 billion yuan. The top 5 performing sectors were beverage manufacturing at 7.96%, real estate services at 7.27%, real estate development at 6.97%, building materials at 5.73%, and food and beverage at 5.69%. On September 25, the People's Bank of China conducted a medium-term lending facility, MLF, operation of 300 billion yuan for 1 year, with a winning bid rate of 2%, down from the previous 2.3%. The China Securities Regulatory Commission, CSRC, has taken action against Evergrande Group for false disclosures in its 2019 and 2020 annual reports. Xia Haijun has received a warning and a fine of 5 million yuan. Additionally, for fraudulent issuance of corporate bonds, Xia has been fined 10 million yuan and is subject to a lifetime ban from the securities market. Due to supply shortages, several well-known food companies in South Korea have halted sales of certain kimchi products. The South Korean government has decided to urgently import Napa cabbage from China, with the first shipment of approximately 16 tons scheduled to arrive this Friday, with plans to expand imports based on conditions in China. According to the China Academy of Information and Communications Technology, CAIT, in August 2024, domestic smartphone shipments totaled 24.047 million units, marking a year-on-year increase of 26.7%. Among these, 5G smartphones accounted for 19.754 million units, up 26.3%, representing 82.1% of total shipments. From January to August, total smartphone shipments reached 195 million units, a 16.6% increase, with 5G devices comprising 165 million units, up 23.9%, accounting for 84.5% of total shipments. According to 36 Krona News, Huawei's Mate 70 series has entered mass production, with a planned launch in November. Supply chain sources indicate that components are being supplied, with the possibility of early production completion by the end of October. Baidu's Wenxin large model has surpassed 700 million daily calls, helping users fine-tune 30,000 large models and develop over 700,000 enterprise-level applications. In the past year, the flagship model's price has been reduced by more than 90%. According to the Flight Manager app, as of September 24, domestic economy class ticket prices for the upcoming National Day holiday have dropped by 23% year-on-year and decreased by 8% compared to 2019, despite a 35% increase compared to the Mid-Autumn Festival. Meanwhile, international and Hong Kong-Macau-Taiwan economy class ticket prices have fallen by 30.43% year-on-year, down 12.86% compared to 2019, but up 16.24% from the Mid-Autumn Festival. On September 25, representatives from the Chinese Football Association indicated that the qualification standards for the 2025 season will continue to follow regulations established in recent years. Clubs wishing to participate must submit their qualification materials between October 10 and November 25. The competition department has emphasized that all salary and debt issues must be resolved by late December this year, or clubs will be ineligible for the upcoming season. Thank you for tuning in to today's financial news. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.